Greetings, family. I just wanted to come on to let you all know that I've reached 700 subscribers. Like, I don't even know what to say right now. I'm kind of blown away. That number probably is low to some people, but I have to tell you, when I first started this channel, I didn't think it would be more than like a few folks that I was in groups with. So I'm just kind of amazed. I'm blown away. I am so happy and humbled, honored by all of the questions that you all send me. I just can't thank you enough for subscribing. I can't wait to the day that we are all on the continent and having like a reunion celebration. But I've come this far because I just wanted to track my journey with my son. As I return to the motherland, I wanted to let people know that it's possible, even when, things seem tight, even when it seems like you scraping hair, life does not have to be that way. And so that was really the reason why I started this channel. Didn't think anything major of it. As you can see, my stuff is unedited. It just is what it is. It's raw. It's what I experience and what I share with you. Um, I feel like I need to say thank you to a few people. I want to be frank and to be honest with you, I wasn't necessarily thinking about Africa when this all started. As some of you know, I went to Africa 26 years ago, and it was an amazing experience. I was about 26 years old, and I was with an African dance troupe. I took African dance and drumming because I always loved something about the drum, always drew me to it, right? So here we go. Fast forward. Now I'm a mother. I'm a parent. I work for other people. I work for myself. And when COVID happened, it just made me realize that I really was not happy here. It was like I was able to let the ancestors in. I'm not even going to say like the light bulb went off because it wasn't that. Something was triggered inside me that was like, you need to go. You need to leave. And with that came, you got to take the people you love, and the closest person to me is my son. Other relatives are not nearby. So I did get the word out to a few that I thought would be receptive. And I let them know what my plan is and that I'm going to set up shop. And they're welcome to join me when they feel like they want to come. But during that time for COVID, which started really getting hit us hard in March, I'm in Pennsylvania. That's when all of the shutdowns were orchestrated, if you will. I was told by my job, because I started a new position on March 9th, right? So I worked for 1 week. And that Monday, I remember getting up, put my little fly conservative work outfit on, hair did, conservative earrings, because we got to dress that role. And I received a call at like 6 a.m. Don't come to the office. The governor put out an order. We are shutting down for COVID. So I'm like, something told me on the Friday, take your computer home with you. And I did. So when Monday came, I had my computer. So I'm like, okay, no problem. So when you got that order, I just started being like, you know what? I'm so sick of cable. I don't want to pay this bill no more. Why am I paying to look at people that don't look like me, that are sending negative messages that I don't want to receive? And even when I try to watch the shows with people like us, in some way they find a way to desecrate the character, if you will, with some nonsense. Either they're, a man that's being disloyal to his wife, or they're involved in activities that, don't necessarily represent us as a people. And I'm like, that's it, I'm done. I'm not watching no more TV. Called the cable company, told them to shut off my cable. Of course, they link the cable and the internet together, so that's how they get you. However, I had them do that. And then I started looking at YouTube. And something in my mind was like, I know people around the world pay cheap rent, buy houses for cheap. Why am I paying $1,000, if not more, to live in a place that does not belong to me? Now, I've been a homeowner, right? With my ex husband, I was a homeowner. I also tried to do that process on my own, and it did not work out because I had a partner who was an idiot. Another story for another day. And we ended up partying. I also got involved in a situation where I tried to do a lease to own. Bad idea, because all they wanted to do was drain my pockets to care for their elders and take care of things that they didn't want to do. So finally, I'm like, you know what? I know I can pay rent for less. So I go online and I Google rent for $400, just randomly, right? Who pops up? This brilliant sister in the Gambia, right? She's like pleasant. She got that southern charm. She's like, y'all need to come. Y'all missing out. I felt like, this is one of the girls, like this sister right here. I'm curious. So as I start to do more research, other people come up. And then I'm like, hold up. There are Black Americans in Africa living. Now, I knew about the Black Panthers that had to run to the continent to get away from this illegal justice system. But I didn't realize that so many of us were just going there and living. It really never occurred to me, right? Because we're conditioned that way. We're conditioned to think this is the lifestyle, this is all there is to offer. Um, and I was like, no, I need more. So I kept doing my research. So it went from this sister, Art Kathy, to Black Acres of the Gambia, to Blacksit, to, I mean, when I tell you I got a list of folks, like, let me tell y'all something. I think I might even wrote it down because there's so many people that I can't even name. I know I can't name everybody that I was following, um, or that I subscribed to. But those were the main folks, right? And then it just led to me following people currently that I respect. I respect the way they do things. I respect their message. I respect the fact that they're trying to move in a way that is good for all of us to connect, right? So I just kept following folks. And then I discovered Walter Maya. What? This brother is giving us a picture of Africa that nobody else is showing us. So then I follow him. And when I tell you I follow him, I'm talking, I went through every video. I may not have commented, but I was hitting that little thumb up, right? I was just in awe of the message that he had. And to be honest with you, I really didn't know of any other YouTubers on the continent outside of Walter Maya. Then I discovered the sister Ivy Prosper, right? And, she was part of the diaspora movement. So she was an easy sister to follow. And then as I'm watching Walter Maya and Ivy Prosper, they're introducing me to brothers and sisters on a continent that I would have never thought to follow. I would watch their interviews and then I was curious about the people that they were interviewing. And that's how it all started for me. And when I went back to Black Americans, I did the same thing. I looked at all the people that they were interacting with. And then I discovered that there was a diaspora movement, right? Same thing with Blacksit. I looked at people that they were interviewing and I was like, there's people like doing things, doing big things with very little. And they're doing it on a continent. Why would I stay here? So it wasn't hard for me. I started talking to my son about it. He's not interested, of course, because he's going to his senior year. He's going to graduate. But I always told him once he graduated, I was leaving the continent. I was leaving the country, put it that way. I'm leaving America and I'm going to the continent. So he always knew that I had some kind of plan to leave the state or that I was going to move. I just don't know that he thought my move would be this big, right? So for us, it's a big thing because we've never really been apart. And that's why I took him on his journey with me. And you all have followed me on this journey. And it's been amazing. But I want you to know, I believe that everyone has a voice in this movement. Whether you agree with their delivery or not is really not the point. It's really about how have they moved people in the direction that they have. How many people have they have a positive effect on? And it is our jobs, right, to, as I like to say, chew the fish, spit out the bones. Take these messages, get the knowledge that you can get from it, and feed other people, right? Try to affect other people with the message that you get. And that's what I hope that I'm doing, right? Playing it forward, if you will. We like to move individually here in the States, but on the continent, people move collectively, and that's why they can be so productive. And that is what I want to continue to do. I want to inspire people. I want to give them options. I want to let them know that it's possible because I'm doing it. And if I could see my way out of the nonsense that I've had to deal with, we could do it, y'all. We could do it. So I just want to say thank you for my 700 subscribers. I'm so grateful. And when we reach 1,000, we're gonna have to have a live or something and bring everybody in. People keep trying to push me to do a live right now, and I don't know that I'm ready for that. I just want to motivate y'all. I'm going to keep trying to answer your questions. I just started a group. I'm saying we because I know it's going to be us together. I just started a group for online sellers, and that's for folks who are trying to thrift, get rid of their things so that they can save money to get back to the continent. So please join our group if you're interested in doing that. We'll be giving helpful tips. We'll be talking about getting rid of stuff, how you pack up your stuff, how you process everything. And, it's just a blessing. And I can't say thank you enough. 700 subscribers. Blessings, family. We're going to continue to do bigger and better things. Play it forward.